Are you feeling somewhat discouraged or beat down lately? You know, you're watching your friends and your Facebook peeps and everybody doing the thing. They're traveling, they're going places. You know, they're buying the camper that you want or the boat that you want, and yet you feel really stuck. You just think, why is this stuff not happening for me? Why do I feel like I'm not moving forward? Why do I feel like I'm not fulfilled? If that's you, friend, then this episode is going to bless you, because we are going to dig into how to choose victory over being a victim. And it might be different than you think. All right, see you on the other side. How much longer can you afford to wait before taking control of your time and finances? What would life look like with a passive income from an online business that you could build from anywhere? If you had the support and the resources to succeed, what kind of impact could you make for yourself and your family? On this podcast, you will find simple solutions to help you start and grow your own online business that will pay you daily, even when you are enjoying adventures with your loved ones. My mission is to equip you to be wealthy in both time and money, with digital marketing skills, tips to overcome adversity, and steps to living out your purpose. If you are ready to say yes to a more rewarding and fulfilling life where you are making a bigger impact and transforming people's lives, then you're going to love this podcast. Hey, my name is Melanie. I'm a wife, a mother, and a blessed believer. I tried over the years many different side hustles to try and make a passive income and to live this life of freedom that everybody talks about. But what I finally realized is that I needed a step-by-step plan to keep me focused and consistent. I needed to link arms with others who were doing what I wanted to do, and now I'm excited to get to share with you what I'm learning. If you are ready to finally find freedom and own your own online business that helps you to never miss another family fun adventure and to make an impact while sitting on the beach, then this podcast is for you. So strap on your hiking boots and let's climb this mountain together. Do you think it's too hard as a mom to start a business even though you have a burning desire to do so? Hey, I got a cool story for you. Her name is Victoria. She's a lady inside of our community. And if you want to hear of someone kind of rising above, this lady's story is amazing, because she is a wife to an active duty military guy. So he's gone a lot. And she has 3 sons, 2 of which are special needs. So she is home a lot by herself with her kids. And she still managed to make enough money that they could have bought their new house with cash. But they chose to not do that because they wanted to, obviously have the money to furnish it and do all of that stuff. But she has earned, I think, $400,000 in, I forget, it was 11 months, I think, or something like that. Now, that's not everybody's story, but she had a lot of challenges and she met them head on and she rose above them. And now she is a huge success story inside of our community. So I just wanted to give you that little bit of inspiration before we dive into the meat of our episode today. And if you want to know how she got that kind of success, it's really just a step-by-step blueprint that if you follow letter by letter, you will have the same kind of, you will have results. Maybe not the same kind of results as her, but you could have that same kind of results. So just go to dailypaidblessings.com, drop in your email. You'll get a couple of videos that will explain how it all works. And then you'll be on my email list, and then I'll keep you up to date on all the cool things that are happening. And again, if it's not for you, no pressure. You just unsubscribe, and that's it, right? No, there's no cost or no risk to learning about it for yourself. So if that's something you want to look at, I look forward to seeing you there. Hey friend, welcome back. I have to be really honest about this particular podcast. I have procrastinated on this podcast episode all day long. That's why it's late coming out. I'm kind of in a funny place. Like I feel like my podcast is changing. I mentioned this on my last episode. If you heard that one, it's like I drew a line in the sand, right? So now get this. Okay. So I'm going to backtrack. A little while ago, I was feeling really sort of discouraged, really just like I feel like I was working so hard and I didn't know what direction I was going, where I was going. I wasn't seeing any results because quite honestly, I didn't really know where I was supposed to be going or what I was supposed to be doing. And so then now I love the Lord, and I do these divine business meetings with him, usually 6 days a week. And, anyway, so in one of these meetings, in quite a few of these meetings, I'd take it to him in the morning and be like, Lord, I don't understand. Like, how come I'm struggling so hard? How come I feel so stuck? Like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what's supposed to work and what's not supposed to work. And I just, I was just crying out to him. And anyway, when you do that with the Lord, sometimes you get a little bit of a wake-up call, or you hear something that you may not necessarily like. And that's exactly what happened to me. So I'm in my little divine meeting, waiting for some huge thing, like piece of wisdom or something that was going to get me moving forward. Anyway, what I hear was, follow the blueprint. And I'm like, what blueprint? What blueprint am I supposed to follow? And there's silence, nothing. So that was one day. And so then I was really confused. I'm like, okay, I'm listening to all these people. Like I'm trying to learn this. I'm trying to learn that. I'm trying to, like podcasting and YouTube and TikTok and like all these things. I'm trying to learn all these things. So what blueprint am I supposed to be following? Anyway, I come back again, another meeting, another day, and God really shows me that I have become uncoachable, which I was so shocked about. I was so shocked because I have always thought that I was fairly coachable, that if someone tells me to do it, I'll do it, right? Like if they show me why I'm doing it, I'm going to do it. But God revealed to me that I am not coachable anymore. I'm not doing what my mentors are telling me to do. I'm going off on my own and doing my own thing. And that has really hindered my progress. So I had to sit with that for a few days and go, okay, so how do I change it? What do I do? And one of the biggest things that came up for me was that I was acting like a victim because I wasn't coachable. I wasn't following instructions. I thought my way was going to be better. And then because of that, I was becoming and then when it wasn't working, when my way, which I thought was going to work, wasn't working, then I was becoming a victim. And in that place of being a victim, you start to get discouraged, feel like, what's the point? It's not worth it anyway, right? Have you ever been there where you have this dream? You have this dream of doing something and seeing something come to fruition, and then it doesn't. And you just stop dreaming the dream. You start to put it on the shelf. You shelf that whole thing like, whatever, it wasn't that important to me anyway. But then when we, like if it takes years and then we come back to it, there is a whole bunch of regret that we didn't start or we didn't do it when we had the opportunity to do it. And, so I've really thought that I'd kind of gotten over that in my life, and that because I'm always willing to, to invest in myself, to learn new skills, to just do the thing. But I say that to know that sometimes we can have too much information. Sometimes we have to just follow the one thing. So this whole shiny object syndrome, have you had it? Do you know what I'm talking about? Now, if you've tried building an online business before, or if you are just trying to improve your online business, many of us have bought course after course after course, listened to 5 million gurus at the same time, and then we wonder why we're not getting anywhere. And that is simply because it's too much. It's too much. And this is something that is really being revealed to me through other people, just confirmations from other people that, like I'll see an ad for this really great thing, course or PDF or something or summit, and I'm thinking, okay, I should jump on there. But lately it's been like, no, No, you don't need it. You don't need it. Stop. Go back to the basics. Go back to where you started and do the thing, finish the thing that you already paid for. Have you been there? You know, you buy the course, you buy the book, and then you get started, and then the next shiny thing comes and you forget all about that and move on. So that to me is one of the biggest ways that we can move from that place of being a victim to being victorious, is to know that what we need to start, we need to finish what we start. So if we buy a course, if we buy a book, if we, whatever, you know, get the free ebook, whatever the case may be, we need to make a commitment to ourselves to finish it. And I say this because I'm walking this journey right with you. I mean, and you, if you've been around or if you're brand new to my podcast, you're going to see that I'm walking this journey out right beside you, because I want to teach you what I'm learning. And so that to me is, if we can get really good and we make a commitment to finish the thing we started, to follow through with it until, and not change anything until it works, right? I mean, no, I shouldn't say not change anything, because we're always going to be tweaking our messaging, tweaking our, you know, our whatever, different offers. I mean, I only have one offer, and that is the digital legacy builder, or the other programs. There's 4 programs actually of digital marketing that all teach marketable skills and help people to really take their business and run with it, which I love. It's just that I have all these other courses that I've bought in the past. And so I thought if I put them all together, mix them all together, I would have an even better result. But that's not the case. The case is that I didn't finish those, and now I'm onto this one. And so now this is where I sit, right? This is where I stay, because everything that I need is here. It's just, I have to learn to trust the process, right? Inside of this program, there are 6 and 7 figure earners all the time, popping up all the time. They put the time in, you know, and I have not yet put the time in. I'm pretty new. So if we can get good at staying focused, because man, there's so many things to distract us, so many directions to go in, right? But I believe that now I believe, because God has shown me and other people have confirmed it for me, that focus is a really big deal. So staying focused, staying consistent with the same message, the same business, the same ideas, right? Just staying consistent, doing the thing that we were told to do and continue to do it until. So in order to be victorious instead of being a victim, what have I learned? I've learned that I need to follow the thing that's in front of me and do it the way that they tell me to do it, and be consistent in it. So to not lose my focus, to stay really focused on it. And then another way that I've always practiced to feel victorious instead of a victim is to practice gratitude. Gratitude to me is the key to so many things. It just opens up abundance. It opens up joy and peace and forgiveness and all kinds of things. Gratitude is kind of the gateway. And so when we can just be grateful for the simple things that happen. Okay, so you want to start a business, right? Like, obviously that's why you're here. You want to have an online income so that you can have more time and more money to do the adventures, to make the impact, to do all of the things. So what are the little things that happen? The little blessings that you see every single day, right? And when we first start a business, and I know this because I am speaking from experience, you look at the numbers, at the vanity metrics, right? You want those numbers to be just growing rapidly. But what I've learned too is that we have to be prepared for that kind of stuff. We have to do the work. We have to put the work in. We have to get good at talking to our perfect customer. Like, we have to, so when we learn these skills, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is when we learn these skills, we have to practice gratitude. Like, thank you for this. Oh my goodness, I'm so grateful that I learned that little thing. I'm so grateful that I saw that little increase in business, right? very, very important, because with gratitude, we can never really be a victim. When we're grateful for all the little things, we can't, it's really hard to be a victim at the same time as to have gratitude. So these are just some of the ways that I think that we can move today, right now, from being a victim into being victorious. Because here's the thing. When we're a victim, we aren't going to move forward. We aren't going to help anyone else. We're not going to make an impact on anyone, or not a positive one in any case. And we're not going to attract people to us, because the whole point of business, the way that I love to do business, is to attract the people that want to be with me, that want to form a community with me, right? They want to think this, like, they have the same mindset, they have the same ideas, they have the same goals and visions. Those are the people that I want to attract. I don't want to be cold calling. I don't want to be DMing on Messenger. I don't want to be bugging friends and family. I don't want to do any of those things. I want to put out really good content, and I want to truly reach the people that I want to connect with and that I can truly serve, right? And so if we can get really good at those things, then so much in our life is going to change, and so much in our business is going to change. So again, this is the kind of the beginning. And if I still feel like I'm sort of a little bit off kilter, it's okay. I went back in and I'm working through different modules inside the program to help me get clear about who my ideal customer is, who my, what are the things that I'm going to help you with. So I'm still getting clear on that stuff, but I didn't want to not put a podcast up today because I wanted to be consistent. You see, so I'm learning, I'm following my own advice. So, because I thought, that's why I procrastinated all day long, because I'm like, I could just skip today and get really clear on my messaging before I do another podcast. And then I thought, no, I better just be consistent, regardless of who's here, who hears. I need to be consistent for me so that I can train myself that just because something's hard, I have to keep going. I can't quit. So that's what I hope that you take away from this episode today, is that even we've been created to do hard things. We've been created to do hard things. So remember that. Starting a business sometimes can be hard. Sometimes it can seem like, everybody else is getting success and it's not happening fast enough for us. But I believe in the process, and I believe that if we follow the steps, the blueprint, we will get there as well. So I pray this blesses you, my friend, and I will see you again next week. And maybe by then I will have new cover art, a new show title, I think. And yeah, I think a bunch of stuff might change by next week. I'm hoping by next week anyway. So anyway, take care. And remember that if you want to get started with an online business, where you don't have to build your own website, you don't have to build your own funnels or email series or anything like that. You can learn the skills to work 2 hours a day and attract your ideal customer. If you want to learn those skills, then you're probably going to want to jump onto my email list, which is at dailypaidblessings.com. If you get on that email list, something super, super cool is coming out this week inside of our community that will be, it's just going to be a game changer. It's going to be another source of income for people, and it's going to be high level training. So jump in, get on that email list, and then you'll get to hear all the details, because I'll be sharing about that on my email list starting probably tomorrow or sometime on the weekend. Okay, take care, my friend. God bless. Thanks for listening. I pray that this episode blessed you. And if you do feel blessed, would you please share it with someone else who may need to hear this information? And also, if you could just take a couple of seconds and write a written review, I would absolutely appreciate it, because it lights me up, warms my heart to hear from you, but also it helps other people to find this podcast who may need this information. So I thank you, my friend. I'll be praying for you, and I look so forward to seeing you on the other side. Take care, and God bless.